Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Goon Intelligence Sports Podcast Show. Hey, I'm back, and we are 24 hours away from the 2024 NFL Draft. And I know that you would like to know who I think the Saints will pick. And I'm here today in this video to let you know. But first, let's start with a few formalities. Let's like the video. Let's get this video up to maybe 50 likes. Let's, all the new people that are watching me for the first time, hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when I post these videos. I'm about to get right back into the swing of things with the NFL draft upon us. The football season has officially begun. But I don't like to waste your time. Let's just get right into this. Let's get right into it. So we all know who the first pick in the draft is going to be. It's going to be Caleb Williams. He's going to the Chicago Bears. We know that. The Saints pick at number 14. Let's address some of the needs that the Saints have. The Saints have a need at wide receiver. The Saints have a need at linebacker. The Saints have needs at the offensive line, defensive line, not necessarily running back position, and not necessarily the cornerback position, unless they decide to make a trade at the cornerback position. You know, they say Marshawn could be out the door. I don't know, but that's when cornerback would become a need. But let's get into who I think the Saints are going to pick. Look, I know a lot of people out there want to see the Saints take the sexy picks, right? They want to see a cornerback or a wide receiver or a linebacker in the first round. And I'm here to tell you, I'm afraid I have a bit of bad news. It's not going to be any one of those positions. The Saints' glaring need is at offensive tackle. I'm talking glaring. They tried to address this in the past. They tried. And they took Trevor Penning. And he can't play. He's slew-foot. He's slow-footed. He makes a whole lot of penalties. He holds every play. He's just a walking penalty. And the Saints are ready probably to move on from him. So, with that being said, the Saints have maybe 4 or 5 options at offensive tackle, because this is an offensive tackle laden first round. It's heavy. You got the boy from Notre Dame that's probably going to be out of there. Alt, I believe his name, Joe Alt, something like that. He's going to be gone by the time the Saints pick. So the Saints are going to have a couple choices, and I got them wrote down right here for you. Got them wrote down. We got Taliese Fuqua. He's a possibility, an offensive tackle out of Oregon State. We have Olam Fashu, who's an offensive tackle out of Penn State. The thing about Fashu, he did not allow any sacks in 2 years. He's a 2-year starter out of Penn State and has not allowed not one sack. So it could be possibly that the Saints take him. Then we have Troy Fatu, who I might have said his name wrong. Hey, don't kill me in the comments about it. But he's from the University of Washington. And then you got J.C. Latham, who is from Alabama. And then one of those picks the Saints are probably going to take. And if I had my choice, it'll probably be the guy from Penn State, Alu. He looks to seem to be the most ready of the sorts. Let me get some measurables on him. The measurables on Alu is he's 6'6", 317 pounds. He's 21 years of age. Like I say, he did not allow a sack in his college career. And I also looked up how to pronounce his last name, which is Alu Fashanu. So I'm sorry I butchered his name in the beginning of the video, but that's okay. It won't happen again. So Alou, it would be my choice, right? You know, Saints could end up taking a punter right here. You know, they look. I don't even want to talk about it. The Saints have been known to blow their opportunities to take great players. But this year they have to hit it out of the park because their team is starting to suffer from the lack of the good players that they have missed in the draft. Right, last year Trevor Penning, they took him in 2022. He can't play. He's a first round draft pick. Can't play. Peyton Turner can't play. Like, he's always hurt. Can't play. Took him in the first round. Last year we took Brian Breesy out of Clemson. The jury's still out on him, but his rookie year was pretty good. You know, he contributed to the defensive line. So things are looking up. The arrow is up for him. But the Saints just need offensive line help. They really do. If you want to protect Derek Carr, give him time to throw the ball or give him time to make, inconsistent decisions, have it go. You're going to need a good offensive line to do so. So I think the Saints will probably take an offensive tackle. I understand it's not a sexy pick. I understand it's boring, but in the long run, it's going to work in your favor. You know how your parents used to tell you eat your vegetables? This is a vegetable pick. This is not, this ain't filet mignon. This is Brussels sprouts. But it's going to give you the vitamins that you need to sustain a great life, right? If the Saints hit on this offensive tackle pick, he could become Willie Roaf. Think about it. He could become that. He could. It's just, time will tell, right? So I understand it's not the greatest pick, but it's going to help us out. Moving right along, going into the second round, I think you may see a wide receiver. All of mock drafts have the Saints taking like Keon Coleman, who's from Opelousas, Louisiana, by the way. But the Saints don't necessarily take people from Louisiana with their picks. I don't know what it is about it. It's the big gripe about them not selecting LSU players, like talking about it. It's just something like they want the players to go away, and if they come back to them, then, Tyrann Mathieu, right? Then they may, sign the player, but they don't usually take hometown kids. I don't know if that's for the simple fact that they don't want the media circus of why you're not playing such and such. He's a Louisiana hometown, whatever the case may be, but we'll see if the Saints take Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman would be like a replacement for Michael Thomas. It's a big body receiver, somebody who can work the middle of the field. He would be a big target in the red zone for Derek Carr, even though we had one in Jimmy Graham, but the Saints didn't play him for whatever reason. Look, I don't even want to talk about that shit. It makes me... It almost makes me want to puke. But yeah, so we could see an edge rusher come to the Saints as well. The Saints need defensive linebacker help, period. Demario Davis ain't getting no younger. Pete Werner is average. Who's the Zach Vaughn? I think he left, but he was a bum, right? So the Saints need linebacker help. They need all the linebacker help they can use. Not necessarily in the secondary. The secondary is pretty good. You got Marshawn, you got Paulson Adebo, you got your other guy from Tennessee back there. I think Marcus May, we didn't re-sign him, so you may need some safety help. Tyrann ain't getting no younger, so you can see the Saints address that as well. But the immediate impact is probably going to come from the first round. Of course, you want your first round picks to have immediate impact. Well, I'm saying that, if they take this offensive tackle, he's going to be a day one starter. Trevor Penning is out of there. You don't even, it's no competition for the starting left tackle position if they take one of these 4 rookies that are at offensive tackle, either Talise, Olum, Troy, or J.C. Latham. One of them is starting, period, point blank. So I understand it's not sexy. Keon Coleman, he'd probably get in there, and help out, be in rotation with the wide receiver. I don't see him starting in the top 3, but who knows, right? Who knows? He was a pretty good wide receiver in college. I seen one mock draft that had the Saints taking Jordan Travis in the 5th round, coming off of a torn, I think he has a torn Achilles or something like that. I'm like, don't know about that. That's a project, and then he's injured as well. I don't know about that one. But we'll see how it goes. I just wanted to get on here and share my thoughts on what I think is going to happen tomorrow night with the NFL draft. I can't wait. I'm ready to get the season started. I'll be here with my analysis after the first round, because how they stretch it out now. So we got the first round on Thursday night, then we got the 2nd and 3rd round on Friday, and then we got the 4th through 7th round on Saturday. So hopefully the Saints, they stay pat. I don't want no trades. I don't want anybody traded from the New Orleans Saints. Maybe a trade like somebody like Trevor Penning. But anyway, and other than that, no, I don't need anybody traded. I'm not the willing and dealing type. Just stay pat and do your research, do your homework, and take. I don't want to say the best player available, because the Saints are notorious for saying that, right? That's how we ended up with Peyton Turner. Don't take need, please. Need. We need need. We're not the Super Bowl favorites that we thought we were. We need improvement at specific positions and not the best player available. Okay? We're not Kansas City. But anyway, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be here with another video after Thursday when we know who the Saints took in the 1st round. And I just want to say, you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to share with me today, and I appreciate you for that. Until next time, peace.